Alright guys, I'm back. Let me turn some music on so you can't hear the music in the back. Back by popular demand, Daddy farted. I'm looking at the stream here. So I'm going to tell you guys to reboot YouTube so you can get the right screen. I'll be back with you in just a second here. I mean, I'll stay broadcasting, but if you can't see the Royal Open Tournament on your screen, just go ahead and reboot real quick. There we go. I see it now. Alright, so I've got the chat on and I can see you guys now. What's up, RJ? Yes, that is Daddy Farted by Shipwreck and the High Rollers. It's actually called Waiting, but everyone calls it Daddy Farted. Okay, I call it Daddy Farted. Alright, Robert Rice, what's up, man? Okay, you see Royal Open? Alright, we'll just wait until this song gets down a little bit, then I'll change it to something, keep it low in the background, and I'll talk for a few minutes. And then we're going to play some friendlies. I've been dying to play some friendlies lately. John, what's up, man? Brendan, how's it going, dude? Glad to see you here. Wisa Marie is in the house. Greg, you be nice now, man. Brendan is an awesome, awesome dude. Almost as good as that Greg guy. What's his last name? Kiyasami. RJ, don't worry about it, man. We got all RJ's people in here. Lisa, you gonna take me on today? Alright, so the music is off of now. Let me go ahead and switch it to the NCS channel. I can figure out how to do it. Right here. Sorry, it's a little confusing to look between 2 or 3 devices. Let's go to playlist. You can't see what I see, which is probably a good thing. Just in case you guys didn't see the last broadcast, which was about 2 minutes long, Jesse Booth told me just to hit the settings button to make that cat smaller. So that worked out good. You can't see him on this device because it's my iPad. And because I'm using my iPad, I really need you guys to help me out. After each hole, I'm probably going to have to reboot just so that the sound doesn't go out or start to sound like Twiggy from Buck Rogers. Biggie, biggie. Alright, NCS, here we go. Alright, we're going to do the best of the NCS. Just keep it low in the back, so I don't want you to hear the music behind me because it's not mine. What's up, Sandy? How you doing today? Is it hot enough for you guys? Alright, let me see if I can start this video over. Come on, play. Okay, so again, the music is just going to be over there to the side. If it's too loud, let me know. And we're going to get started now. Alright, so we have tomorrow the Royal Open Tournament, and I haven't had this question yet, and I'm kind of confused. Why hasn't anyone bothered to ask what kind of balls we're going to have next week? We're all going to know in about 12 hours from now what the balls are, and I'm going to go ahead and lay my guess out there. It's going to be a purple ball with a crown dead in the center. And it's going to have, it's probably not going to be anything like what we just got with the Bandera ball. It's probably going to be 1 wind, 2 spin, and maybe 3 on the power. In other words, I don't expect it to be a great ball. So if you're planning on buying any of them, please make sure that it's going to be worth your money. The first thing I look for is if it's not at least 4 wind resistance or 4 power, it's not better than any other ball that you can get for free. So hopefully that'll be it. Now if you guys want to just start taking some guesses, yeah, the Kingmaker, that's a good guess there, Michael. But it's got to be different from the Kingmaker in some way, because I wouldn't put something out there exactly like the Kingmaker. Yeah, RJ, I agree, no 4s. And let me go back here. Albert Avery, how you doing? Freddie Crete, Freddie. Hey, I've got a brother, no, not a brother, uncle. Uncle Freddie. That's how I talk to him. All right, Michael S., I hope you watched my last stream because it was all about you, man. We decided that you should delete your app and then reinstall it, and then that would get rid of your second Facebook account. So, but I think you messaged me later that you figured it out. So if it happens again, you're gonna lose your guest account unless you back it up with a phone number or an email address, but that's how they said do it. Yeah, shut up and talk. Okay, Royal Open Tournament. Here is hole 1. Now, hopefully it's not too fuzzy on your screen. It's a par 3. And for rookies and pros, it's probably going to be a wood shot. And I would suggest going from the right side. And I could probably draw on here, but I'm not going to take the time. I don't have all the powers of computer behind me like Jesse does. I'll just tell you, go from the right, back spin, left spin, and bump it over to the green. I'm going to play expert, and I'm assuming my wind is going to be in my face, but it really won't matter because I'm going to put a driver in from the second tee. That's going to allow me to have a lot more backspin. So I'm going to go with the Rocket, preferably. If you have a maxed Rocket, that one would have the most backspin. A Thor 3, 4, or 5 should work, and possibly the quarterback. Your quarterback has to be really up there to have enough backspin. So I don't see a lot of hole-in-ones, but there are going to be those out there that get the lucky shot, or they just know where the sweet spot is. I can't tell you where the sweet spot is other than to get it close. All right, hole 2. This hole 2, they'll tell you the safe shots to the left and the hard shots to the right. Just avoid getting in that water and always go right is how I go, because the chances, RJ puts it the best here, the opportunity for success is so much greater if you can hit the right fairway, full top spin, and I would say left spin and left curl. Actually hit it a little further on the right side of that fairway and then curl it left, because if you mess up and miss, the chances are good that you'll end up in the fringe on the right. If you hit that green with a little bit of speed, you're in the sand, all the way to the sand behind it, or at least rough. So let's just play it safe, aim slightly to the right of that fairway, full top spin, a little bit of left curl, and watch out for that full top spin. If the wind is behind you, you might want to take some top spin off. Okay, that guy's screaming behind me, so I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Now we got a commercial. So anyway, that's my hole 2 plan. You've got to eagle it at least once if you want to be in the top 3. All right, hole 3, par 5. Let's look down here. Oh man, my chat kept going, but it didn't scroll, so I've missed all this stuff. Let's start over here. Get Paid Gabe, what's up everyone? Hey James, I hope the balls are good. Well, Gabe, I'm telling you now, man, they're gonna be pretty. There's probably gonna be some purple to them, and there's probably gonna be a crown of some kind. And Michael said it best, it's going to look a lot like the Kingmaker, most likely, and hopefully it'll have that close to those attributes. Maybe it'll give us a little more distance, because we need a distance ball. Those glow balls, I'm running out. I need some distance. King of Queens ball. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Stacy Satterfield, how's it going down there? You on the beach today? Let's see. No, I'm still in Georgia, but I'll be in Alabama shortly. So I'll wave at you as I go through. You're probably a little bit further south and a little bit further west than I'm planning on going. All fours and will be called the new King Ball. Well, RJ, is that an insider knowledge or are you guessing? Craytee? Okay, Craytee. It looks like Cryat to me, but we'll go with Craytee. I'll just call you Freddy, Uncle Freddy. All right, D-Fresh, how's it going, man? See, I told you I'm having to catch up here. Do I believe the rocket will reach? It's a driver on a par 3. If it doesn't reach, I'll have a wood in my bag, so it's no big deal. But again, the rocket for hole 1 was only for expert, and you know, if you're a master, you probably know better than I do. What did you guys do for Mother's Day? I took my mama out last night, and my wife is out with her mama right now. Greg did the same thing he does for Father's Day. I think he went to KFC and bought a bucket of chicken, because I know everyone else did. Yeah, Michael, I have the blue marble. I'm not happy with it, but I have it. Let's see, Stacy, nope. Oh, you're not at the beach. Okay. Well, you should go out to the beach. It's a beautiful day. Mikey's got 35 left. Well, they're good for something, Mike. It's probably going to be one hole where you just need that little extra distance, and the Titan can't quite get you there, but you don't want to get rid of your wind for the Kingmaker. So it has its uses, just not a lot of them. Let's see, Lisa's saying, hi, Troy. Hey, Troy. What's up? Oh, okay, RJ, that was a guess. Let's see, I'm on the top right corner of Alabama. Okay, well, Stacy, I obviously failed that class. It wasn't geometry, right? It was geology? No. That map class, I went to one Boy Scout meeting, so I can find my way home. But if you don't tell me where Fort Wayne, or I just assume that's a coastal. So, but I'm sure you guys have, let's see, you're on the top right corner. So why don't you go to Lookout Mountain? I'm sure it's pretty out there right now. All right, I'm caught up with the top chat. Let me go ahead and go back to hole 3, par 5. This one is albatrossable. If you know, first of all, don't get too close on the second fairway to the top, and you can still use your wood. If you use your wood, then it's one backspin, aim just right of the pin, and it should roll off to the left and towards the pin, but it's a hard shot. If you go too far up that second fairway, you're going to have your long iron, and I would say maybe no backspin, possibly one backspin, but you have to be careful when bumping from the rough with an iron. I'm probably going to go no backspin the first time and aim the same way, just to let it bump onto the green and start curling left. Yes, I do have the Guardian, and yes, I love to totally back it up, and I have made that shot before where you hit it off to the right and then it backs up to the hole, but you just don't make it near as many times or as often as the bump into the hole. All right, let's see what goes. That it is. Yep, I agree, Stacy. All right, Mikey, how about the Golf Clash ball on the picture of the app? Yes, that's what gave me the idea that it's probably going to have a crown on it. Because of royalty, I thought purple. So we'll all see tomorrow. What else could it be? I mean, when you're talking about royal, would it like have a cape and a crown? Let's see, Michael mentioned the S word. I'm not gonna block you, Michael. You can say whatever you want on my stream. But yeah, the sniper's the same as the Guardian, is the same as the Big Dog. Everything on this hole is one backspin, bump it just to the right of the hole, and it rolls in. So it doesn't matter that you use that poor little sniper. All right, we're drinking Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. We went Royal today. Hole 4. Okay, I got a lot of garbage when I said just go left, because I always go left. If you hit that left fairway, don't use all of your topspin because you don't want to roll off into the rough in the front. But it sets up your second shot to where you can do full backspin just behind the hole, but remember to add a little extra distance because it's going to hit short, and you want it to hit just behind the hole and then trickle in. You're only going to do it about one in 10 tries, but still, that's, if you can eagle this hole at least once, it's going to make up for a lot of mistakes you might make. The Union Jack, okay, you got to tell me what that is there, RJ. Oh, okay, I think you're talking about the ball. I'm gonna have to put a wrench on somebody so they can stop Mikey. He's cursing. All right, hole 5, par 5, and we're gonna get to hole 9, and hopefully, let's see, who was it? Was it Joe Kim that kept asking me about hole 9? And I was like, I don't know, man. I can't picture it in my head. Well, today I have a nice big picture, and I can tell you all about how it's easy to eagle. But let's do hole 5 first. All right, so hole 5. I'm gonna zoom in as much as I can. Look in the dead center of the screen. You see that little tip of fairway that's between the trees in the middle? If you hit right there with full topspin and full right spin, absolutely no curl. You wanna aim it, if the wind's blowing to the right, you wanna aim it at the last tree that's in your way, and then let it fall off and hit the fairway, and then it's going to bounce through the trees onto the next fairway. If the wind's blowing left, you're going to have to aim at the rough and let it blow to the left, but you just have to be careful not to hit that tree coming down. And again, it's dead center of your screen right now, that little tip of fairway. If you hit that with full topspin, full right spin, 9 times out of 13-ish, it's going to bounce through the trees or just to the right of the trees and up onto the fairway. If you miss, I don't think you're much worse off. As long as you put in a good long rough iron or a good long sand wedge, you're still going to reach the green in 2. The conservative way, obviously, is to go to the left, avoid that sand, and then go around the left side and bounce it to the top of the green and let it roll down. I just don't go that way. Now, I may, by the weekend, I may be going that way because they've done something to the wind from that second tee to make it an extremely hard shot. But rookie and pro, that's the way I go. All right, so anyway, once you get to the green, it's not gonna go as far as you think it will. So if you're a full backspin person, take a couple of notches off. I would rather be long than short because I'm short most of the time. All right, enough said. We'll go to hole 6 and let you guys look at that while I look and see what you said to me. That T word. You gotta help me out there, Mikey. What's the T word? Yeah, 9 out of 13. That's very scientific, sir. I use a lot of meth in my talk. I mean, math. All right, hole 6, par 3. Uh-oh. I changed it from the scroll view. Hey, does that make the picture better? Yeah, we can zoom in now, guys. All right, so hole 6. Again, because I don't have my marker here, just look in the center of the screen. The most conservative way is to go from the left. 1 top spin, maybe. If the wind's behind you, back it off a little bit. Full right spin, full right curl, and there are variations of that. And then let it roll to the top of the green and down to the hole. You can also go directly over the trees, straight up the green and let it roll back. I always hit a tree. And then there's the Tommy approach over here from the right. Dead center of where I'm pointing right now is roughly where you want to hit it. Full left curl, and I'm not sure about the top spin or back spin. I'd like to say it's, conservatively, it's maybe one back spin. And then it comes back down, and that's actually a more consistent shot. But I'm just going to stay with what I know. I'm going to go from the left. And it all depends on the wind, guys. If I see the wind's completely impossible from the left side, then I'll make a change. Alright, let's go to hole 7. See what you guys are saying about me or to me. Oh, the Thorn, come on. That's, you can't get a better club than the Thorn. You don't have to use all the backspin, but it helps. Yeah, we don't want to talk about new fads here for 12-year-olds to kill themselves. Alright, so what we are here? Hole 7. Hole 7, again, from the left side. Some people want to go straight over the tree. I just go from the left side. I do one top spin, and I want to roll it onto the green at the very top edge. That's what the one top spin's for. You can do it no top spin and it rolls kind of down in the middle of the green. But if you get further to the top of it, it rolls closer to the hole, and you will find a couple of hole-in-ones that way. Don't have any idea about the wind, so I'm totally helpless and useless on that one. Alright, hole 8. Hole 8. Okay, so this is my rough bump hole that, depending on the wind, I may have to change my mind, because I'm sure that they're going to do wind in my face from the second tee and make it where I have to completely overpower to hit that rough right. So it's possible that I'm going to be changing over to a Thor's hammer and hitting the right side or even the left side and then curling it towards the green. You can actually do it with your extra mile on rookie and pro. It's a little tricky, but you just hit the bottom of that left fairway right there. Here, let me zoom in. Hit the bottom part of it and then curl it over, and then you should be just off the back of the green, easy chip. Some people like to hit it here and then jump over with about 3 top spin and then roll it onto the green. That one is pretty consistent for a lot of people. You do play a lot less wind that way. And then I think the riskiest shot is to hit over here and curl it to the right. Well, maybe not as risky as the right one, but pretty risky. But I just want to hit with one backspin, hit that rough right there with full right spin on my ball and let it trickle onto the green. Probably not going to get a lot of hole-in-ones, but I have done it. Get a hole-in-one on this one and you're going to make up for a lot of mistakes everywhere else. Yeah, but there's the ball guide, man, on the claw is not as good as the Thorn, and of course the backspin is 100 on the Thorn maxed. If it's not 100, it's 99.2. Your question, Michael Bowles, how much different does the Pro play since I haven't opened Tour 10 yet? The Pro, in my opinion, is just a rookie with extra wind, just a little bit extra wind. Yes, you are hitting off the second tee, so if you enjoy playing Tours 1 through 6, you're not going to like playing the Pro as much because you have to adjust for that extra distance. But the wind is not so bad. Expert, they kill you both ways, and then obviously Masters is they throw everything out the window, throw everything and the kitchen sink at you. So anyway, there's hole 8. All right, hole 9. Okay, This one to me is an easy eagle. There's a couple things you have to do though. Never go right, because you won't be on the green until 3. If you go left, you'll be on the green in 2. Turn that music down just a little bit. Okay, so I go over here, and you don't have to get to the edge. Just you know, just in a nice comfortable spot in the middle of that. Put full top spin, full right spin, and then full curl. And then that way it's just going to bounce right up, and again, look in the center of the screen, right into this zone here. And then from there, your second shot, you see the tip of this fairway right here, right in the center of the screen? I would say no backspin, no topspin, but full right spin. That's the trick. You hit the tip of this, it's going to bounce over, and again, with that full right spin, it's going to come over here and then roll down the green to the pin. And that's going to make for a very easy putt for your eagle if it doesn't go in. It will go in 1 out of 27.5 times. But still, you got to eagle this hole. James could debate all day about this ball guide acts the same when it's at least 3.1. No. Ball guides do act differently on different clubs. Case in point, the rapier. I love the rapier. If I think there's a dunking opportunity, I want the rapier in my bag. The Firefly sucks at backspin. I got it. But most of my chips, I'm putting full topspin on, and I don't want the ball in the air all day. I want it to hit as close to the ground as possible and roll straight. So there's my debate on that. I go Firefly unless if I play this round once or twice and I see that on one hole I'd rather have the dunk in my bag because I have absolutely nothing to work with on the front of the green, I'll switch it out for that hole. But otherwise I'm sticking with the Firefly because I want to play as little wind as possible, and I want to roll it with full top spin right into the tip of the cup. Alright, so there we go. Let's go to the game. And RJ, you're in charge of the list, man. Here we go. You're in charge of the list. You tell people when to get on. Oh, RJ, do you want to do this today? I'm going to make it simple for you. You can just keep up with, if someone says, I want to play, just tell them to challenge me. There it is. And again, I will be streaming one of my opening rounds tomorrow. I do want to play it once so I can maybe take a picture of the wind for you and show you the beginning of each hole, what we're facing. But again, it's going to be expert, so you need to wait for RJ, Jesse, and Helios, and Steve Mack, and of course, you need to watch Tommy do it, because everyone wants to see what the master's going to do. So if you're only interested in what to do or what not to do on expert, feel free to check me out. Alright, so here we are. Who wants to go first? Sound warning? Oh, okay. Amazing. The second I turn the game on. Alright, did that fix it? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I'm just gonna have to blame the game, man. It's the game that causes the static on this device. And I'll tell you what I can do instead of rebooting the game every 5 seconds. I'm gonna end the stream and then start back on my other device, and then you won't have a sound problem. So, can you guys hear me? It didn't fix it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna type in. I'm gonna reboot the stream on another device. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, but you can definitely read the chat. I'll be right back, guys.